So we found ourselves here in Waco, Texas, and I thought what a great opportunity this would be to dispel some of the myths about purchasing a firearm in the United States of America. Let's go in. Let's go in. We're at the Freedom Firearms showroom here in Waco, Texas. This place looks great. Just have a look around. Amazing, amazing. So come on through here to the showroom, and we're gonna talk to the staff here about, well, just some of the procedural stuff of what it's actually like to try to purchase a firearm in the great state of Texas. Hey, how's it going?
All right, and you?
Good. What's your name?
Tico.
Tico. My name's Clyde.
Clyde.
Good to meet you. So I wanted to kind of dispel some of the myths that Canadians have on what it's like to purchase a firearm in the United States of America, and especially this great state of Texas. So a lot of people believe that you could just walk into a gun shop and just point something out, take out your wallet, and purchase a firearm. Is it that easy?
No, it's not. You literally have to have your ID card, and you have to be a resident of the state of Texas to purchase a handgun in Texas. But you have to have a, if you're from out of state, you have to have, you can only purchase a long gun.
So you can only purchase a long gun. That falls under the Second Amendment. Is that how that works?
Yes, and it's also by state. It's a federal law. You can only get long guns if you're out of state.
Oh, okay. So if you're out of state, now what's the process? So if I was a resident of Texas and I owned, I had a license in the state of Texas, what do I do next? What is the next step in the process of purchasing a firearm?
Basically, you just have to, we run your background check with the federal government, and then from there they'll tell us to either proceed or they'll delay you or they'll deny you if you can get a firearm or not.
So what's the typical wait for a first-time customer, for example, on that background check? How long would someone have to wait to get that check back and then purchase a firearm that day?
Most of the time it's up to 3 days of, they call it the Brady Law. So sometimes you get delayed for 3 days. After that, within that 3 days, the federal government can get back to us and say proceed, or they can delay you for additional 3 days.
So you cannot purchase a firearm within the same day walking in as a first-time customer?
Not all the time, no.
Not all. Is there sometimes that can happen?
Sometimes, yes. Some customers do come in, and once we do the background check, we say proceed.
Okay. Have you ever had customers that come in and the background check was denied? They said you can't sell this guy a firearm?
Yes.
And what's the regulation behind that? Because I know there's going to be punishment for the business owner. You wouldn't want to do that. So is it a pretty heavy hand on the state to come down on firearm businesses that sell anything under the table?
Yes, if it says denied and you release that firearm to that individual, yes, that FFL store they are basically going to possibly be shut down or face a hefty fine.
So you could lose your business entirely.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. So there's the other thing is we keep hearing about this thing called the gun show loophole. Do you know much about the ins and outs of what's being said about that?
I mean, a gun show is the same requirement. The individual has to have a driver license. They also have to have they have to be a state resident to buy a handgun. But for the long gun, as long as they have a government issue ID card from another state, they can still purchase that long gun.
Oh, okay. So what is the loophole that people are saying exists?
Maybe the price is cheaper.
So you just get a deal at the.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the loophole.
You can bargain much easier at the gun show because they're not trying to take that heavyweight back with them. They'd rather leave it where they're at compared to them pulling it back.
So how does that work? Do you ever do booths at the?
We've done several gun shows. Yes.
Okay, so if someone needs a background check and it takes several days, do they just come pick it up at your shop?
Yes, they'll come and pick it up at our shop, or they'll just decide they no longer want the firearm, and then we'll just leave it there.
Well, thanks for clearing that up. I mean, it sounds like it's not as easy as people have been told.
No. You still have your guidance that you have to follow, the rules you got to follow, And at times we do have ATF callers to double check, and like an inspection basically, call and check up. They'll do a random check to make sure we're following their rules.
Well, thank you so much.
No problem.
Cheers. And there you have it. There you have it. It's not that easy to just purchase a firearm. What you've been told by the media may not be actually accurate.